Drummers Only is the UK's leading drum shop with store locations in Glasgow and Leeds. Be sure to like, subscribe, and let's do this.
My name's Jake. You might have seen me before on some of the podcasts or heard me before on some of the podcasts. I am the Leeds store manager and I am here with my fellow Leeds chap, Bryn Jenkins.
Hello.
Hi. We've had a lovely day. We've had Adam down from Glasgow today. And we are going to be doing this mini pod basically explaining to you guys what was the moment that first got us into drums/drumming. I think, to be fair, the moment is a bit specific.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, so we could probably elaborate on the moment a little bit more. So, I'll tell you what. Seeing as it's young Jenkins's debut, let's start with you.
Okay.
So at what moment did you first get into drumming?
So I was about 6 years old.
Oh, young.
Yeah, very young. And I was having piano lessons in a music shop in Swindon. And I just decided one day that I really just wanted to play drums. So apparently I just put into a kit in the shop and said to my parents, I want to do that. But I was no good at piano at all.
Like the little girl from Willy Wonka. Daddy, I want that one.
I hope not. Yeah, that wouldn't look very good.
So how long did you do piano for?
Maybe like a year. But I mean, I've got sausage fingers now, so you can imagine what they were like when I was 6. So I could not play piano at all. I couldn't reach chords. Even the teacher was like, right, let's do finger chords. So she'd like put a setting on I had a really creepy piano teacher. She was a bit weird. So yeah, I just did not.
So you had a setting where you could press one key.
Yeah, and it would play the entire chord. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, but it was just not for me at all. So
it doesn't seem like a great way to learn. Neither.
No, I think the teacher was probably hoping that I'd stick it out until my hands grew, but that never happened. So yeah. And then, started playing drums and I don't know, just never stopped. And I love it.
So 6 years old.
Yep.
In a music shop in Swindon.
Yep.
What kit was it? Can you remember the kit that you pointed at?
I can't remember the kit I pointed at, but the one I got was a CB drums kit.
Oh,
and I got it for
CB.
Yeah.
Classic.
Wicked. It was the Christmas of that year, and there's a picture of me in like Charizard t-shirt, just like playing this drum kit.
Did you have a shiny Charizard?
No. I know.
Okay, so CB drum kit, Charizard t-shirt. That sounds great.
I was a very cool child.
Didn't. I wouldn't have questioned that. I know. It's rich coming from him, isn't it? So 6 years old. You are now 28. I nearly said 27, so that would have been a compliment. So you've been playing a long time.
Yeah.
You had a Mapex kit for a while.
Yeah. So after the CB kit, I had a Mapex M series.
Had that for a long time because you had about 9 drums.
Yeah, at 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 22, and an 18.
Nice.
So, and then tried to gig that, which was just stupid. And I was like, I need to downsize. So yeah, end up getting rid of that and then had a Meridian Maple in like Fusion, 10, 12, 14, 22. And yeah, I've had a couple of Gretsch kits and now I'm full on Yamaha boy.
You certainly are. You are. Back when you were 6, what was can you remember any of the first things you learned on drums? Any first songs, anything that like inspired you at that age? Because that's such a young age for you to go, that's what I want to play.
I think sort of first few songs I learned was like Smells Like Teen Spirit and was it Eat You Alive by Limp Bizkit.
Oh wow.
I had a good drum teacher. Yeah, I had a good drum teacher. He was like, oh, you should listen to this and then we're going to learn it. So yeah.
Parental advisory on that record.
I don't think I was aware of lyrics or anything at that point, but it's just like, I liked the drumming. Obviously did like AC/DC and
so
the usual
Dave
stuff.
Grohl and John Otto.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not a bad start at all.
No, a lot of rock. I mean, I listened to loads of classic rock and stuff like that when I was growing up anyway. So then moving on to like grunge and a bit more metal stuff made a lot of sense. But
that's a good start. That's a nice starting story. I like that. I was like that. Mine was, I was a lot older actually. So I started on guitar. I got a guitar, thought as a young child that I would be much cooler if I played guitar. So one Christmas came, guitar came from Santa, and I was absolutely awful at it. Like horrendous, could not get any better. No matter how many, I had lessons at school. I had lessons. I've got like a cousin who plays guitar. I know a lot of people who play guitar. Just did not. I got to a certain point and got no better whatsoever. But then I started not enjoying it. But one of my best friends at the time, I spent a lot of time at his grandma's house, and his uncle had like a flat sort of above their house. And in his flat, he'd like soundproofed half of it and had a studio set up. So he had a drum kit, all sorts of different instruments there. And the kit that was in that room, I sat down and I just had to mess about on it at one point. I was about 12 by this point. And he said, oh, you can buy that kit if you want. I was like, how much? He's like, 50 quid.
That's all right.
Yeah, it was like an old Premier, like champagne sparkle, absolutely battered, horrendous heads on it, looked knackered. But I was like, 50 quid, that's great. So I had 50 quid at that time. I had £50, saved it up from Christmas or birthday or whatever. I can just remember having the money, and then phoned my mum to come and pick me up from Dobbo's grandma's house.
Didn't tell her.
No. Well, we had 2 cars at that time. Mum had a car and Dad had a car, and my mum's car was bigger. And I specifically remember telling my mum on the phone, oh, can you come? It was a Ford Mondeo. I was like, can you come in the Mondeo? And Mum was like, why? I was like, because I bought a drum kit. And I had to remove the phone so far from my ear because she was like, you bought a what? So I was like, I bought a drum kit. So anyway, she came, picked me up, took the drum kit home. And I took to it so quick, much quicker than guitar. And both my parents noticed that. So they've been super supportive with me, as of your parents as well, from what I know, since then. And then upgraded my kit. I've got an uncle who's a drummer. So he helped me out when I first started and things like that. So that was how the moment I got into drumming was because I was crap at everything else. Really, when you think about it. And I got a super cheap drum kit off of my mate's uncle.
Why not?
I know, right? But here we are, working in a drum shop.
The best place to be.
That's good, wasn't it? That's a good thing to say. If boss man's watching, he'll like that.
Keep me employed.
So years and years go past. We're both still playing. I play a little bit less than what you do. You play in an originals band called
Caro.
Check them out. They're really good. Released an album last year?
Year before now.
The year before. That's because the past 2 years have been a blur.
Yeah, gone very quickly.
Yeah.
So yeah, putting them out, working on a second one.
Lovely.
And then still doing odd gigs here and there and playing as much as I can. And then obviously doing demos in the shop.
Yeah.
On
so if you've not
everything.
seen Bryn's drumming, just check out most of our demos. He is an absolute chop master.
Favourite kit you've played in the shop?
Ooh, the ones I end up buying is usually the case, isn't it? So if I'm that taken with it, then I don't know. I mean, every brand's definitely got a stunning kit that's been really nice to play.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing about drum kit brands at the minute. There's a lot of good things around.
Yeah.
Nobody makes anything that's absolutely horrendous.
No.
So go on then. Pinpoint one on the point. Oh, under pressure. Favorite kit that you've played in the shop, whether you own it or not. Favorite kit that you've played in the shop.
I mean, the hybrid maple kits that I've demoed, because I've demoed 2 now, and both of them sounded insane.
Yeah, the bass runs on them were killer.
And I did both of them with different heads as well. Like I did the silver sparkle one we had with clear G2s, and just like the cut and projection on it was insane. And then when we did the polar white one we had, we put coated heads on it.
Didn't you demo the classic walnut one as well for Andy?
Yes.
When Andy
I
came
did as
in
well.
to pick it up.
Yeah.
The bass drum on that one
that was a
something else.
cannon.
That was incredible.
I was like leaving the room and he hit it, and it literally made me like swing round. I was just shocked. Because
Andy's not a light hitter. If Andy's watching, he knows who he is. He hits hard. Okay, hybrid maple. Mine is probably, I really liked, Adam, you might remember this, when we did the demo on the SJC Tour Series, sort of the early lifespan of the Tour Series kit. Just the 22-12-16 of that just sounded awesome. So nice. Yeah, you played that on the demo as well.
The bass drums that SJC make are just next level. It's nuts.
But your live custom, old live custom, not the live custom hybrid that it is now, so the edition before that is stunning. The 10 on that is incredible. Love playing that kit.
Loads of projection.
Shallower bass drum, and that 10-inch rack tom just sounds incredible. Yeah, so that's our stories. Thank you for joining me, Brindle. That's an in-joke, but we've said it now. that's how we got into drumming, and we've stayed with it for a long, long time. So thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for watching and listening, and we will see you on the next one.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Drummers Only Radio.
You can find us online at www.drummersonly.co.uk.
Drop us a line. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Drummers Only UK.
Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. We're on Apple, Spotify and YouTube.
Any questions? info@drummersonly.co.uk is the email, or if you need leads, it's leads@drummersonly.co.uk.
Thanks again for listening,
And we'll see you next time.